So for question 2, we have the joint density of x and y equals to b. First, we need to find a b so that it's a valid density, which is simple. Then we just evaluate this integral, which is b equals to 1. And if we're given the range of x squared plus y squared equals 1, then we can write it in terms of radians and theta, and the angle, which is from 0 to 2 pi and 0 to 1 integrated 1. Then we get pi, which is b times pi equal to 1, has to equal to 1, and then thus b equal to 1 over pi. And fx of x equals to the integral from the range of y, which we said is a square root of 1 minus x squared, from negative 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared to square root of 1 minus x squared, and which when we take the integral, we have 1 over pi times 2 of square root of 1 minus x squared. Thus the expected value of x equals to from negative 1 to 1, which is the range, the bounds for x of fx, and that is equal to 1. Clearly we can see that. And fy of y is just the bounds of x, which is negative 1 to 1 of 1 over x dx, and that equals to 2 over pi. And ey just equals to the bounds for y, which is from negative 1 over x squared to square root of 1 minus x squared of 2y divided by pi, which we need to time y here, right? And then we have 0 again. And exy would just be, we can take the 1 over pi out first, which is b, from the range of negative 1 to 1, which is the bounds for x, and negative square root of 1 minus x squared to square root of 1 minus squared times xy. It's the formula we use to find the joint expectation of this joint density, which is equal to 0. And then we need to find f given y, which will be fxy divided by fy, and it is 1 over pi divided by 2 over pi, and then we have 1 over 2. And then we need to find the f of y given x, which is fxy divided by fx, which is 1 over pi divided by 1 over x times 2 square root of 1 minus x squared, which is 1 over 2 over square root of 1 minus x squared. And then we find the expectation of each, which will be 1 from negative 1 to 1, since we're finding x, times the fx given y, which is again simply 0. And then we need to find the expectation of y given x, which is the density of y given x, which is this one, times y from the bounds of dy, which is from negative 1 over x squared to square root of 1 minus x squared. And again, this is simply 0. And since we have that ex times ey equals to 0, 0 times 0 equal to 0, and exy equals to 0, then we can conclude that xy are uncorrelated